All right, here we go. Spawning up in the top left for Team Liquid. Oh, Sen got a very early SCV. He usually doesn't do this. It is Clem. Malem. He's going to be going for... Oh, okay. Oh, this is cute. All right. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right for Basilisk. It is Reynor. In the red. This, I believe, will be 2 racks Reaper. 2 racks Reaper opening. Going to open up with 3 Reapers most likely. We'll see. You can theoretically just wall the low ground if you want. But personally, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I feel like, especially on this spawn location, since your reactor and, you know, tech labs will be on the right side of the wall, which is the wrong side of the wall, actually. It's not comfy. But with 2 racks Reaper, it's not so bad. Because you're going to be trying to control the pacing, the tempo of the game from an early point. Really try and get on top of that.
Game resumed.
And let's see what Reynor can do about this 2 racks Reaper. Does have his Overlord going in a positive direction. Will he get all the way to the natural expansion, or will he just stop here? I expect he'll still at least go forward. Because if you're going to send it across the map, you probably want to confirm a command center anyways. And it's not like he's going up against Gumiho, who is a huge fan of funky shenanigans. Which is to say, going for like a barracks and then lifting to hunt an Overlord. Reynor will, of course, see this in a moment. He's going to see the Reaper pop out. He's going to see, okay, 2 barracks. Cool. All right. Fine. It's fine. Now, will Reynor delay his third base at all? You can. You don't necessarily have to. He does start up Ling speed right away, so he does want to set up for that. Clem, of course, with some excellent Reaper micro, some of the best in the business. Ooh, Reynor with some good... Oh, look at... Oh, man. Reynor really juking and jiving around. Nice job with these Lings. He has gone for 6 Lings here. Oh, but he does leave that one a little bit hanging. However, it will escape. Going to be... double inject coming on in from Reynor. So he is going to set up with a 4-queen opener. In theory, you can go into 2-base Muta with this. Oh, nice save right there on the drone. There's a natural supply block that comes up at 36. Oh, nice job from Clem right here. Jumps up into the main base with one of the Reapers, the 2 that were low on HP, or at least one of them that was low on HP, does get left on at the low ground. Good job from Clem to kind of force his way in there. And he finds a drone. Oh, the Queen's trying to cut off, but a great grenade. I mean, he would have been fine anyways, but a nice grenade regardless. Oh, very successful bit of harassment coming in from Clem. 1 drone, 3 Lings. Honestly, that's not actually that much damage, but a lot of Lings have been produced. Ooh, if Clem loses all these Reapers, this goes from being very successful to very not. Does slip this around initially, but he will lose at... Well, actually, he's probably going to lose... Oh, great grenade. Hellions are actually joining the field very shortly. Will lose the 2nd Reaper. But the fact that he saves any of them is already pretty nice. Quick response there from Clem. Both players so damn fast. Reynor trying to set a little trap. Oh, Reynor does get caught napping a little bit there, and we'll lose a couple more Lings. What is the play from Reynor off of this? Yeah, he just delayed his 3rd hatchery by a lot. Clem's natural command center is done. It's an orbital. 3rd command center is already done for Clem. So he is already on a 3rd CC. Reynor, of course, sees this. He is going to see that it's a 2-1-1 follow-up. Well, maybe. We'll see, actually, if the starport transfers onto the reactor. Clem, after this being scouted, this might have been a Hellbat play with Marines and a couple medevacs and stim. But if it was... Oh, no, it is still going to be that. Yeah, we've got an armory on the way. He's already got 6 Hellions, so, I mean, that's enough for Hellbats to be a threat. And there's no Baneling Nest just yet. It just started. How many queens do we have? We got 6 queens. Not a lot of creep on the low ground. And with Stim and a couple medevacs, this will be scary. This could get a lot done here for Clem. We'll see. Reynor will have a nicely timed Baneling Nest for starting Bane speed. And if he can see this right away... Oh, okay, the Armory and the Baneling Nest going to finish up at very similar timings. There's the Hellbat morph coming on in. 5 Banelings immediately starting on up. Ooh, 1 Overlord falls. Reynor does still have quite a few left. There is a quick transfuse on one of these queens, but 2 queens falling very fast. Oh, these Banelings not going to complete just yet. One of them will get targeted down. Lots of queens falling. And Clem is going to be able to take down all of the Banelings, getting a lot of queens here. Very nice trades for Clem so far. And these Hellbats are tanking very effectively. Oh, that poor Hellbat being left in the dust, but actually will find a drone. Forces a little bit more lost mining time. Behind all this, oh, nice grenade right there. Does knock a few of the Lings askew. However, it also knocks 1 or 2 of the Marines away from being in a easier position to pick up with the medevacs. Reynor does hold, but Clem got some solid trades to start things off. Able to snipe down a Bane or 2 during critical moments, and the Hellbats took care of many of the other Banes. Do we see another scan coming on in? Clem continuing to push forward. Reynor with a little counterattack on the 3rd base. We'll be able to find a couple of SCVs. Ooh, but the Hellbat is going to do pretty well here. Meanwhile, oh, Widowmine gets 9 kills on those Lings. And Clem is really starting to cook here. Reynor is in so much trouble. He's going to lose 2 queens right away. All the Banelings go down, and Clem will take a very explosive and fast game number 1. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top left for Team Liquid, it is Clem. Malem. And his opponent, spawning down on the bottom right for Basilisk, it is Reynor. In the red. That was a lot of damage coming in from that initial Hellbat setup. And with all the queens that fell, Clem, even though he didn't win the game outright, he put himself in a position to, well, to set up to end it. Reynor, oh, he's going to be going 17 gas. He's going to go gas pool. Maybe banking on Clem not scouting. Kind of nifty. Kind of nifty, kind of nifty. Now, yeah, let's see if Clem SCV scouts. If he doesn't, this could be a little bit tricky. This could be a little bit tough for him. Clem not going to be doing that 2 racks Reaper opener in this game. We do see it quite a bit on Gressfawn. Well, we've seen it a fair bit on Gressfawn. Of course, there's 2 natural follow-ups. Kind of 3 now. But 2 of them are somewhat similar. One of them is just more economically focused. There's the 2-on-1 follow-up, which is what we saw. And that can be quite solid, especially when you do go the more economic route, which is the faster 3rd CC. Because then it's just you've just gone into like a 3cc 2-on-1, but with a decent amount of potential in the early game. And you can even do what Clem did, which is build quite a few Hellions and then go for Hellbats. Or there's the 4 racks play, which is where you build the first 3 Reapers off the first 2 barracks, start up your Tech Lab and Reactor, start up Stim, and then at the same time you're also getting 2 more barracks in the main, one of which doesn't even get an add-on, one of which gets a Tech Lab, that gets combat shields, and you hit with a big Stim combat shields Marine timing, and it's quite difficult to deal with. Especially if you can execute it cleanly. You can make it very difficult for the Zerg to deal with, just because defending perfectly against that is not easy in the slightest. Now, speaking of which, We are going to see Ling Speed completing very shortly. Oh, Reynor does not want to show Ling Speed. Reaper was kept at home. Good job from Reynor to pull this back. Lings are going to try and sneak around. We do see Lings or Marines being produced. Looks like Clem thinks that it might be Roaches, but it is not. It is not going to be Roaches. It is just these Lings. And with no bunker, there's 2 SCVs trapped at the natural. There's potential for this to, well, kill 2 SCVs. Ooh, Marines are wow, it's a little bit bold. Oh, I like that Clem Reynor blocked the depot lift. How many SCVs are going to fall? This is going to be quite a bit of damage already. 2 SCVs, 4 SCVs going down. He can grab a 5th at the natural. Actually, he can grab 2 more even. Oh, kill that SCV for sure. Yeah, SCV way more valuable than the Reaper. That Reaper was bait. It's a good job from Reynor to recognize it. He gets that SCV, and he's going to find the Marine as well. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think just ignore the Reaper and just run away with the Lings you can. That was extremely successful. That was only 10 Lings. Nope. Wait, that was more. 12 Lings? 12 Lings. 12 Lings for 5 SCVs, 3 Marines, and quite a bit of disrupted mining. He also, Clem panicked, pulled 2 of the fresh, well, not fresh mules, but 2 of the mules. Doesn't matter if they're fresh or not if they lose 2 or 3 mineral trips. Well, I mean, if they're about to expire, then it's only really 1, but still, that was a very successful opener, and now Reynor finds himself in a solid position. He's already got his layer on the way. He's got, how many queens on the map? 6 queens on the map. Dragon Scales is a map that has a lot of really strong tank positions. So if you can get a solid advantage to start the game off, you're cruising. Also, Clem only on 2 CCs. He has gone for a quick cloaked Banshee with this, so that is going to need to get some damage done. He's actually supply blocked a little bit, waiting for this 1 depot. So that's going to block SCV production even a little bit more. Reynor absolutely flying in this game. Did Reynor get supply blocked too? It feels like it was a little while since drones were finishing up. I think actually, no, I think he just built some Lings to make sure he doesn't get Hellion run by. Oh, Banshee's going to cloak up, but there are 2 Overseers in production. The 1 Queen is getting jumped on a little bit here. Oh, but the Ling's going to try and jump on top of the Hellions. Will pin a lot of them to the wall. They do manage to slither their way out, but Reynor is still going to be able to find most of these. In fact, he might get all of them. 1 Hellion maybe escapes on out. 3 drones do get picked off. Oh, did he just kill one of the Banshees? He certainly did. Very worthwhile, and Reynor does run down the last Hellion. Clem able to get 1 more drone. 4 drones, though. For all those Hellions, with how far behind Clem already was, that's not enough. That's not even close to enough. Reynor is miles ahead right now. That doesn't mean Clem can't come back. Oh, well, it's going to be a hell of a lot more difficult, even more so now. This is everything. Everything is ahead for Reynor. This is about as big of a lead as you can be in a game like this between 2 players of this level. 20 worker lead. Clem doesn't even have his 4th and 5th barracks yet, so it's not like he has a sharp timing. The only advantage Clem has is he's going to have a very small upgrade timing lead. Reynor does start up his 1-1 immediately, spending that money as soon as he's able. Good job. And I think at this point, yeah, Reynor he's already on 76 drones. He is cruising. He's got a ton of macro hatches. He's on 4 Gasoline Bane. That is a great way to play this out from here. Honestly, I would say even a couple more drones and just get 7 Spore Crawlers or something. Just go ham with it. He's so far ahead in macro. He just needs to not take big damage from drops. Clem really doesn't have a push that feels like it'll have any teeth. I would really like to see Reynor finish off these rocks. Kill as many of the sets of rocks as you can. Honestly, even collapsing these down to kill them off wouldn't be a bad move. Clem did clear a little bit of creep out in the middle. I wonder if Reynor doesn't realize how far ahead he actually is. He might think he's a little bit ahead, but he's big time ahead. Still, Against a player like Clem, it can feel like you're ahead. And then things go sideways. You take one bad skirmish and you're like, now I'm dead. Now he just catapulted ahead. He got a really good fight and like opened things up. I think, Banelings are going to get target fired. Good job from Clem here. But Siege Tank will still go down. Lings are going to get caught a little bit. Good job from Clem on the stutter step. Only 5 Lings make it out. Well, that was pretty good for Clem, for sure. Reynor does have the money to go into 2-2 pretty much right away. Clem, he's going to start his own +2 attack. Can start the +2 armor. Oh, the Lings are going to get on top of the natural. Siege Tank will get taken out, as will the reinforcing Marines. Widowmine. Oh, that's going to help out a ton here. Does get a lot of kills, but Reynor's still able to find... Actually, still able to find quite a few SCVs. And now SCVs on top of the third base are in some trouble. Oh, they're all stacked up, but only one Baneling can connect. Still, I think Reynor's got him right here. He's got a big army supply lead. He's got a big worker lead. The natural expansion is getting completely gutted. 29 SCVs all of a sudden have gone down. Widowmine does get split against. Command Center gets killed. No cancel. And Reynor, he's got him at this point. Oh, big Baneling detonation as well. Clem, he is going to be forced to tap out. Well played by Reynor. And here we go. Game number 3. Spawning up at the top left for Team Liquid. It is Clem. Malem in the blue. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right. Hitting super hard with the Lingbane. For Team Basilisk, it is Reynor. In the red. And he got a lot done with that gas pool opener. That really got some good work. Really got some good work. And I'm starting to see this as a... I think I really like this as an opener. Just to mix in. I don't think you should do it more than like 5% of your games, competitive games as Zerg. Maybe even that much. Well, what? That's 1 in 20 TvZs, ZVTs. That's actually, no, that's pretty good. Maybe even more than that. Maybe like 1 in every 12 to 15. Mix it in. It is a really good build, though. And like, you can really discombobulate the Terran. Killing early SCVs is so crippling to the Terran economy. Like, it is really rough for Terrans to deal with. So, just a pressure with an early Ling speed is really strong. Really freaking strong. Now, this time, Clem will SCV scout. He did in the previous game, but he thought it was roaches. And that's the thing. If you do mix things up, your opponent is going to have a really tough time dealing with that. It's going to be not easy at all. Super tough. Reaper will see that, yep, I'm able to go across the map. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for checking SCV. Thank you for letting me know. I like this from Reynor. He's going to hide the Lings on the high ground and trade drone HP. Ooh, but he will still lose 1 Ling. So that's the thing is, Babylon's a rather short rush distance, so the Queen doesn't get out for the first Reaper right away. Oh, that was bold from Clem. He dropped the grenade thinking that Reynor instantly dropped the tumor. Reynor held it for a moment. Clem, fortunately for him, he was still able to get away. But 5 HP means that 1 more Queen volley. The Queens do a double shot. So as long as you don't interrupt it, it will shoot twice and it will do 4 damage per shot. So if that 1 shot had fired again, that would have been a dead Reaper, and that would have been a really rough start for Clem. Still, I don't hate the move because he did get away. And if Reynor had been greedy with the creep tumor timing, and then Clem gets right on top of him, there's a chance to find something. Oh, I don't know what Clem was thinking he was going to get there, but I think he's just honestly being as much of a dingus as he can with this Reaper. And of course, I mean that in the most affectionate way. When your opponent calls you a dingus with one of your units, or they're like, oh, you're such a jerk. That's a compliment. That is the purest compliment you can give. Nice Spore Crawler and Extractor Trick Morph. And of course, he pulled away the one drone. So good job. Good defense here from Reynor. But Clem is getting, even though he hasn't killed anything besides that one lane, he's doing damage by forcing these little morphs. It's small. It's very small damage. But little stuff adds up. Ooh, Queen's on the high ground. They'll be able to get a little bit of damage done. And more importantly, they'll cover the creep tumors. Keep those safe. Will be Cloaked Banshee behind us. Of course, the third command center, third orbital are already done for Clem. He is a little bit late on building this wall at the natural, it feels. But, and especially because he's rallying forward with the Hellions. Like, he's not keeping them in reserve at all. So if there was a Ling counterattack, like, it would be a bit of a problem to deal with. But Reynor is showing a lot of respect to Clem. And he's not going for any such counterattack. And it's hard to blame him. Like, you feel like you don't want to mess around against a player like Clem. Ooh, Creep Tumor will spread across this location. Rocks are being targeted down by Reynor. I do like that he's setting up to take these out. He doesn't have to kill them off completely, but as long as they're close. Oh, that's so sexy from Clem. Very well done. Uses the rocks to kill that off, and now he's going to find a couple more tumors as well. Rocks will be left alive for the moment. There's a Spore at the third, and there's Overseers completing. Clem going to be able to find one drone here. Hellions on the top side, just going to rotate back out, and it will be tanks. At least to start things off for Clem. We'll see if he goes from there. This is a good tank map. This is a great tank map, actually. Ooh, Banshee's going to take a fair bit of damage here. Can he actually get a cancel here? Reynor? Okay, no. Reynor is going to get on top of this. That's a lot of damage on this hatchery, though. Ooh, and the Hellions, they do try and get through this location. But Reynor does have enough Lings to discourage that. Clem decides not to go for the dive, and I think that's the right call. He is going to get one more shot on this hatchery. Ooh, and he gets another drone as well. Good job. Can Reynor cut this off? No, not quite. The creep did not spread quickly enough. Speaking of which, creep spread in the middle is starting to cook. Oh, is Clem going to do a bit of a new... Okay, no, never mind. He's just getting the second factory, and there's the fourth CC. There's a new build in town. It's an 8 racks double factory 2 tank at a time build. And it's the new hotness. I've seen a couple of the Korean Terrans doing it, and it's looking really strong. Definitely a strong way to try and win a game with a slow, sustained push. Oh, Banshees. Where did they... Natural? Wait, where? Oh, on the 4th base. Okay. I thought so, but I don't know why I didn't think they'd be on the left side. Oh, man. Oh, he's going to get 3 more drones. 5 drones total. Very nice usage of these Banshees. Meanwhile, Ling counterattack comes on in. We'll grab one of these tanks. How many Lings was that, though? That's the first unit Clem's lost. Wow. Wow, Clem was playing a perfect game up to this point. Ooh, as I say that, we are going to see a little engagement coming in through the middle of the map. Nice splitting from Clem. Brilliant splits. And he is going to start to push this creep very hard back. There's already a big army supply lead here for Clem. It's 1-1 versus 0-0. And the queen count is decent, but the creep is already being inched backwards. Double drop on the right side. Does have a couple of mines in it. And Drilling Claws is going to start on up. Is Clem going to drop on top of this and clear out some of the creep? I think that would be a good call. I love that Clem uses the Reaper grenade. Even though the Reaper is like, you know, it's kind of past its most effective. This is nice, taking down these rocks. That's going to make this, well, more difficult to flank. Oh, Widowmine. Oh, good split right there from Reynor. Clem will get the hot pickup, and he's cleared out all this creep. Ooh, couple of creep tumors going to get sniped on this fourth base location as well. Good transfuses from Reynor, but the queens are caught in a corner. Banelings, well, they're not going to be able to get their connections. Clem was able to get the hot pickup there. Reynor trying to get a very fast high, but he's down 40 army supplies right now. This Widowmine is about to be off cooldown. Oh, the split. Good split right there from Reynor. And Reynor will clear up this one Widowmine. But Clem, he's about to hit his 2-2. His Drilling Claws is coming online. Ooh, Banelings are going to get a couple of connections. If he can take out the Widowmines, that would be big. Okay, he will get 3 of them. Very nice stuff, but there's still one more that hasn't fired on this bottom side. Reynor does finish up his hive. Clem with some great splits. Oh! Overseer managing to drag the mine. Only hits a couple Marines, but will allow Clem, or will allow Reynor. Oh, actually, hang on. No, he's being pressured all over the map. And that will keep the, well, that will keep the pressure on. That will mean the Widowmine does not get cleared up on that left side. Oh, this one does get a, oh, actually not as good of a shot as I would have thought. Actually, most of the mines go off without achieving too much. Reynor is still on the back foot, but he has gotten a small amount of breathing room. Widowmines are going to burrow on up. Clem. Oh, good job from Reynor with the manual detonation triggering those, well, taking out those mines before they can trigger. And now he actually gets this other mine to go off as well. This is so high tension right now. Widowmine is going to burrow on up. Oh, it actually does friendly fire just a little bit. More friendly fire damage than nothing. Than an enemy fire damage, I suppose. 3-3 not yet on the way for Clem. He is putting everything into this attack right now. But as I say, that starts up a fifth command center. Ooh, nice split once again against the Widowmines by Reynor. He's doing such a good job against this multi-prong of Clem. Reynor has been on an upgrade disadvantage for a while here. Ooh, but he doesn't have any units on the left side. Queens. Oh, actually, Overseer. Once again, a little bit of a mind drag coming on in. Nice job from Reynor. Oh, this time the Overseer does get targeted by the Widowmine directly. There is one more Widowmine behind it. Nice job on the mind drag right there from Reynor. Doesn't manage to hit any of Clem's army, but it takes it away from his army. This is such a battle between these two. This is an absolute Mach 7 speed test. Clem continuing to push forward here. Reynor, though, will drive him back. And now we've got 4 Vipers hitting the field. 2-2 is about to complete here for Reynor, and very importantly, Adrenal Glands as well. Ooh, these Widowmines, though, there's not enough laying Bane. Widowmines. Oh, okay. They do get some decent connections. There's one Widowmine and one Baneling on top of this. Vipers, I mean, at this point, they're mostly going to be used for Parasitic Bomb. You could theoretically abduct Widowmines, but that's not what you want. You want the Banelings connecting. And you want those medevacs unable to heal. But there are 9 medevacs on the field here. Clem is just constantly streaming units in relentlessly, and now he is pushing forward on the right side. He might have broken Reynor. He is going to find his 5th base. He has taken his own 5th base, and Reynor is now super far behind in economy, or will be over the next little bit. Banelings do get some decent connections, and he's getting out his own Hydras. But this is a super tough position. Reynor getting knocked back down in, well, in base count. Clem got +3 armor for his infantry instead of +3 attack. Parasitic Bombs do land, do grab 2 medevacs, killing almost killing 2 more. Ooh, another good Parasitic Bomb coming on in. That one's going to kill 2 more medevacs. Oh, and a third one. He's killed like 5 or 6 medevacs in the last little bit. Oh, and he will get in on top of this drop. Widowmine. Oh, is it in range? Not quite. Not quite. Reynor is starting to drive this back, but he needs to secure 2 more bases in the next minute or 2 just to stay even with Clem. Lurkers, though, are on the field. They do have range finishing up momentarily, but we've already got Ghosts on the field as well. And these Lurkers going to get concaved on and taken out. All of them going to fall. Good stuff from Clem. Good crisis management. Doesn't let Reynor gain any momentum with the counterattack. Now, this is really funny. Does he have it? No, he just only started +3 armor. Ling counterattack, big Ling counterattack coming on in. Will actually find a decent number of units. There is a siege tank in the mineral line. Ghost gets saved. So the most valuable unit does get saved. We do see a Widowmine burrowing up on one of the other bases. Liberator. Does he Parasitic Bomb or just let the Hydra kill it? Hydra will take it down. Parasitic Bomb comes in on top of the Medivacs. Good split right there from Clem, but he is going to lose. Oh, he only loses 2 Marines inside. Gets the... I think there was 2 Ghosts in there. This is such a slugfest right here in game number 3. These guys are really giving it all they've got. Neither one of them taking any resources away from units and attacking. They are all focused on unit production right now. Reynor has resecured this base, but Clem is on 5 bases himself. Oh, good. Well, yeah, pretty good splits. Now, it does... The Widowmine does spot this big Ling counterattack, so that's big. That is really nice. Reynor, though, he's got the Adaptive Talons now for his Lurkers, so they're still going to be effective here. There we go. Clem getting into the +3 weapons finally. Reynor needs this base. I said he needed to secure 2 bases like 3 or 4 minutes ago, and he was only able to resecure 1. So now he needs to find a really good fight. I mean, neither of them have a bank, and they're on similar worker counts, but the Ghosts are going to be a problem. Big counterattack. This is going to be a bit of a base trade, and by a bit, I mean it might just be a full commit base trade. Ooh, Widowmines are going to burrow on up. 2 of them do not get their shots off. A couple of them get decent shots, but not as big as they could have been. Oh, Clem, this is a tough position to be in right now. Do you come home and try and deal with Lurkers to make sure your production doesn't get sieged? The Ghosts. Oh, Widowmine does friendly fire on some of those Ghosts. There are a lot of Banelings here. So much damage coming in to both players' economies. We are going to see a lot of production falling here for Clem already, as well as the Command Center and the Natural. Lurkers, though, do not manage to burrow to the top of the ramp, but Snipe's going to come on in. Will grab 1 Lurker. Oh, that's a big mine shot on the Lings. Counterattack still coming on forward here. There are a few Banes at home here for Reynor. Can he deal with this? Clem is going to be able to load up in the medevac. Oh, it barely escapes. Lurkers are on top of the production. Clem is very far ahead in supply, but if he runs into a bunch of Lurkers up a ramp, it will not matter what his supply is. And even though he's got a great economy, way better than his opponent, if you can't produce anything, which at the moment he cannot, that economy doesn't matter. Reynor does have this base on the top right that is mining, or is going to be starting to be mining. Now Clem, he has brought a lot of units back home. Oh, Ghost's going to try and get some snipes right here. Will grab 1 or 2 Lurkers. They're moving a little bit too far forward up the ramp. Banelings going to try and connect, but Clem's splits are quite good. And now Liberator's getting on top of the main army. And Reynor, who was all in with that push, isn't able to get the job done. Clem cleans them up and will take the game and the series. Very well played. Super high-level stuff. And if you enjoyed that video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Check out my other YouTube videos, and we will catch you on the flip side.